I'm Dr. Sheila Farhang, and welcome to Derm Approved, your insider access to skin that looks and feels its best. If you ever felt like your makeup just isn't doing what it used to do, or it doesn't do what you want it to do, like under eye bags, feeling tired, looking like you're tired even though you are not tired, dragging the skin down, then you are going to love this episode. I'm joined by the Erica Taylor, the sensational, viral for good reason, makeup educator online. You've probably seen one of her videos. You've probably learned something. So we are going to be breaking down the biggest mistakes, best tips, and game-changing techniques for mature skin, especially makeup on mature skin. And not really mature, but like any signs of aging. You know, I have people in their 20s, 30s that are coming in like, oh, my under eye bags are fine lines. Like, maybe we don't need to come see me first. Maybe we don't need to see a dermatologist first. Maybe you can do some things at home to see if you want a fuller lip or look a little bit more glowy before you see a dermatologist, because that is all about makeup. So thank you so much for coming in today.
I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
I love recommending RoC's new line smoothing 2-step peel pads as an at-home alternative to a professional peel, without the cost, the downtime, or the irritation. It's a 2-minute treatment, dermatologist developed, delivering the results of a facial at home. Every RoC product is science-led, developed and tested to ensure the highest quality and efficacy. For more than 65 years, innovation through collaboration has been the heart of what they do at RoC. Visit www.rocskincare.com for more information. So makeup is your world. And for anyone who doesn't know, I mean, you've been in the industry for decades.
Yeah, 30 years.
Exactly. You started up. I remember I was watching one of your interviews. You were like, yeah, I was that punk rock kid. And you worked at like the Macy's, right? And then
nobody would hire me because I was like a, weird art student. Yeah. And I had like the burgundy hair with the burgundy lipstick and like probably burgundy eyeliner.
Yeah. And then you were at MAC. So like you have been around. You have seen the things.
Yes.
What you're really known for is, how do I just do my makeup better and mature skin? And a lot of our kind of worlds collide as well, as far as like dermatology and skin. One, not only for like skin prepping that you need to have good skin, but our worlds really do collide in the world of art form.
The anatomy of the face, right?
Absolutely.
The way the muscles shift and move, and that affects your makeup, and it affects the way your face looks, and affects the way you do something differently. Fat pads are moving, things are falling.
Exactly.
Gravity's taking over. But it's a scientific fact.
There is.
And it's like you've got to understand both.
Yeah. And when you talk, like for one example is you're really known for your placement of your contour and your blush. And when I'm doing like injectables on patients, I am also kind of emulating exactly what it would look like if you had that makeup or that natural cheekbone there, like with the, the blush technically is supposed to be like your vessels in that
filling
area.
that area, though. You're trying to make a fuller cheek with blush and you're like filling it also.
Exactly.
Like, in, I'm doing out.
Yeah. So I love how we use makeup and like you started off loving because you were like an art student. So it can be a form of art.
I love portraiture. Yeah. I loved painting faces. So I'm like, if you can build a face out of a flat canvas, you can most certainly manipulate an already existing face.
1,000%. And then add like someone who's tired, who wants to look awake, who wants someone who, like me, you have 3 kids, I have a 1-year-old, like insane. So it's almost like an art form. It's, I don't like to say camouflaging, but it's like making you look more awake.
But it is camouflaging, and that's okay. It's like so is a nice pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Camouflages our fupa, right?
Yeah.
So it's like when someone goes, it's catfishing. I'm like, so is wearing a nice fitting suit catfishing? Yeah. No, it's just kind of like, it's already there. You're just kind of like presenting it a little bit better.
Exactly. So when we were talking trends, like in the past when it was a little bit more like full coverage, and now I know you love, which I love also, some of the more skincare based makeup.
Yeah, I mean, you have to when you get past a certain age. I love that you also brought up saying like, it's not specifically over 40s. It's like when your face starts doing different things. And that can be, I was 29 and I had dry skin and my bronzer was getting in my lines.
Yeah.
So I think it's so specific. It might not happen until you're 42, but it might happen at 29, 30. It's like, so like whenever you feel like your face is doing something different and you need to change your techniques, that's what I'm there for.
1,000%. And I think that's why I resonated. I'm not over 40. I'm going to be 40 next year. But people start getting fine lines in their late 20s.
Yeah, things are different.
Yeah.
And if drier skin, obviously, I don't have to tell you that. Drier skin, it happens sooner.
Yeah.
And then oilier skin, they might wait till they're 45 and all of a sudden be like, what's happening?
Exactly. And I don't know if it's screen stress. I know people are a little bit better about SPF, but I am seeing patients in my office younger and younger for those fine lines. It's probably social media and they're just like more fixated on it. But
yeah, we're just kind of aware of it.
They're coming in at really late 20s, sometimes early 20s for these fine lines. And they're asking me about when is a good time for Botox, which if you ever want to know, I say a good time for Botox is when you see those static lines and if you're comfortable. Like if you see those lines.
And they're staying.
Yeah, exactly. Without movement. If they're staying there, then yeah, we can do some Botox. But like microneedling is really good too. Yeah.
Exfoliating, right? I feel like sometimes it's just exfoliate. A lot of times fine lines, you're just not exfoliating. You have dead skin sitting. And it's like if you just exfoliate and hydrate those tiny fine lines, not wrinkles.
Yeah.
But a fine line will look like it's not there anymore.
I'm glad you bring that up because so many people are so scared of the word exfoliation. And it can mean so many different things. There's chemical exfoliation, physical exfoliation. I know you love the really gentle pads.
It's a one and done.
It's like a very
lazy girl
gentle,
exfoliant, I call
it. Like you don't want to like rub it on you. Like it really does depend what you use, but we want a little chemical exfoliation.
I like a little chemical.
You said, yeah, like just increase that cell turnover, get off that bad.
Well, it's a natural function of the skin, right? It's a natural function of the skin, but when we get older, it slows down.
Yes.
So we're just expediting what our skin wants to do, but can't.
Exactly.
Can't do it
and
anymore.
As long as we're moisturizing. I mean, that is, I think, one big makeup prep tip, which I'm going to definitely ask you about. But one thing about skin is at what point do you think women should stop blaming the product that they're using and start recognizing that their skin is changing?
It's so hard. I have so many women will come up to me and just even friends or someone, my whole life, they'll be like, what makeup should I use? And I'm like, when's the last time you exfoliated or moisturized your face?
Yeah.
We didn't moisturize our face back in the day. And I know it sounds crazy, but like we just slopped makeup, like in the 90s, like Gen X, we just slopped makeup on our face.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how I remove the makeup, probably just like an oil thing.
Yeah.
Soap, Dove soap.
Exactly.
Like we did not. So it's really not uncommon and it's not to make fun. Like,
no.
I'm like, before you even worry about the makeup, can we just like exfoliate and hydrate your face?
Exactly.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
There's so many times I'd be in a store and I'm doing even a prom girl. I go to put the makeup on and all of a sudden you see all this dryness. And I would just grab a pad, exfoliate them down, rehydrate, makeup good to go.
Exactly. We were just talking, I literally left my house at like 4-something a.m. for my flight here, just flew here.
Crazy.
And I freaked out because I could not find my moisturizer.
And you're like, what?
And I washed my face and I was like, I have dry skin. How am I going to
apply?
It feels like
I have dry skin too.
How am I going to do that? And I finally found like one of the moisturizers I really like. But I was like,
that's stressful.
How do people do that? Exactly.
They don't.
Yeah.
Even like my friends that I grew up with, because they're not makeup artists. And, I got together with them after years and they were like, what do I do for my skincare? I'm like, what are you using for moisturizer? And it was like a body moisturizer all over their face. Yeah. And I was like, huh.
Skin is a little different. We go through this like biphasic where teenagers, they get oily and then we kind of start
always trying to get rid of the oil.
Exactly. And then we get kind of dry. And then like in the menopausal state, people are like sometimes a little oilier because of the testosterone, estrogen.
Also the flashing.
Yeah. How do you do makeup different on like perimenopausal, menopausal women? I mean, obviously you look at the skin, but is there anything specifically that like
it's tricky because it's a balance because you can't just go straight into like a mattifying spray, but you're in a hot flash and you don't want your makeup to melt off. So I do like a cocktail. I will set it with like a hydrating serum spray first and then double down and lock it in with like one of those like aerosol, like the L'Oreal 3-second spray or like one of those that like really holds it in.
Yeah.
So I like cocktail. So it's like a cushion and then lock it in. And you have to touch up.
Yeah.
If your mustache is like, I'm not mustache, but like you're getting that lip sweat that you get when you're flashing, take a powder with you.
Yeah.
Like normalize touching up. Your makeup is not supposed to, like your face moves.
Yeah.
So like you have to like just bring a powder and I just touch up my T-zone.
Yeah. Do you do the trick? I have to thank my like makeup artist locally for like so many of the tips because I used to fly her around and we couldn't just make that work. And a lot of people don't have the luxury to do that. Yeah. So she taught me so many tips as far as like, applying your foundation on your hand before you apply it on. And I know like this is mostly for like camera stuff, but it made such a difference of me like just applying like the foundation on my hand and then going
Warming
with the
it up.
brush and then putting it on.
Instead of putting on too much thick, it kind of like slides off.
Yeah. Or like my concealer a little bit and then
warming up your concealer, then pressing it in. And I always say like with like skin on skin, like press it in to like kind of make it melt in instead of just like slopping it on.
Dragging it on. Yeah. What's the one thing every makeup artist wishes dermatologists like myself talk with their patients more? Like what's the kind of the biggest thing where you're like, I wish dermatologists, like I wish the patient, your clients would listen, which are my patients, or just that we should harp a little bit more about their skin for better skin prep? I
feel like nobody really talks about removing your makeup properly. People are still using wipes.
Yeah.
They're still like pulling at their face. And just like, I wish it would like educate on like the double cleansing, an oil cleanser. Make sure you're not, because I always say makeup is not bad for you. It actually protects your skin from the environment. The environment's bad for you, okay? But not removing your makeup is bad because I feel like you have products sitting in the pores, which will stretch your pores. You're like not letting your skin like breathe properly at night.
Yeah.
So I think like, and it's not really something that a derm would talk about because you don't talk about makeup, but like, how are you removing your makeup?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I do have to. Sometimes I have a patient with acne. Yeah, I have people with acne, and it takes time. But if it's
acne, makeup acne, right?
Yeah, acne, yes. Acne. And I'm like, what are you doing? How are you removing your makeup? And then
you're smashing it all over your pillow.
Sometimes I will say I love these brands, but some of these like really gentle derm, sensitive, gentle cleanse. They're not removing all that makeup.
And they're not removing your makeup.
Yeah, exactly.
They say it all the time. And I'm like, I've tried it all. It's not.
No, I love it and I use them.
Even cold cream is not. You need oil.
You need, I love micellar water. Am I doing that right? Micellar water?
Micellar water is all right, but I just feel like for like waterproof stuff around the eye, I like to just you got to still pull.
Yeah.
I want a balm. I've been using them for like 20 years since they came out, or an oil.
Yeah.
I want to just go on your eyelashes until your lashes feel soft. When your lashes feel soft, the product is off and you just kind of mush everything up and it takes it away, or you're just kind of gently wiping and you're not taking cloths and pulling at your face.
Yeah, that's true because I am taking my micellar water on a cotton pad and I'm like,
I feel like anything that is pulling at something, like just a balm or an oil cleanser, you don't have to do any of that. You just gently, until you feel the lashes get soft, rinse it all off and you're good.
Which ones do you like for acne prone? Because that's the thing, I have a lot of acne prone patients and myself, and I'm like, I don't want to use an oil-based balm.
I know, but I feel like, isn't it like oil removes oil? Isn't that? Like oil does remove oil. And I learned that years ago when it first came out.
Yeah.
Because I was like in my 20s and they're like an oil cleanser. I was like, ew.
Yeah.
Why am I putting oil on my face?
Yeah.
But it works.
It depends on the oil.
I think I would say clean ones.
That. Yeah, people like the
RMS is clean.
Yeah.
Oh, Elemis?
Yeah.
Elemis, yeah. And I think also like Cora.
Oh, yeah.
Organics.
I've heard of that.
Makes a really nice, gentle one. That's great for acneic, eczema, really sensitive skin. That's a good one. And then I also like Anua.
Oh, yeah.
Anua is super gentle and they have like a foaming cleanser that follows. But I would say if you're super sensitive skin, like Cora would be great.
And you can double cleanse. Like you do the balm first and then you go in with your...
whatever one you want.
Yeah, whichever. I tell people do not splurge. Please do not splurge on a cleanser.
Wait, I love that you said that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's on and off your face.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, if you're going to spend money like serum, spend it on your serum.
That's on your face.
Right?
Yeah.
Your eye cream, your eye serum. Like a cleanser, as long as it's not bothering your skin, on and off.
On and off.
Don't go nuts on a foaming cleanser.
Yeah. Like what are the actives really doing?
I mean, which I use them, like whichever I pick up first.
Unless it's like moisturizing. There's some good glycerin ones. But yeah, I agree. Do not spend that much money on your cleanser because it's
don't go
on
nuts.
and off.
Exactly. It's not doing anything crazy unless you have like mega sensitive skin or super issues like a eczema skin or like rosacea, and you got to be really careful. But other than that, like I use whichever one I see first.
Yeah. If I give you 5 minutes with someone who said, I look tired all the time, what's the very first thing you change?
I'm going to give them like a caffeine eye serum and eye masks.
Yes. Oh, you love the eye mask.
I love eye mask. I'm an eye mask every day for years. I'm a puffer.
Does it add up?
That's my bugaboo.
Because I'm like I don't love face masks every day. But do you use like a reusable silicone or
no? I find those reusable ones just like so grossy.
Sure,
they're not my fan. I don't know if you're cleaning them right. Like I don't know, and I feel like it's like slopping like salami on my face.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just like. It doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
Order them. I just say a caffeine, aloe, cucumber, a calming eye mask, and like if you put your eye serum on. And then you put your eye mask over it.
Oh, yeah.
I just think it just helps it like...
It does.
get in there. So it
Includes
doesn't
it.
have to be expensive. Like sometimes I'll even go to like a TJ Maxx and grab, like I have favorites that are expensive.
Sure.
Like the Wise Beauty because it doesn't fall down my face.
Love Molly. Yep.
Yeah, and it does. We did a whole like workout class and we all like kept our eye masks on. Which by the way,
it did not slide off.
The workout class was horrible for me. It was. I love you, Molly, but
it didn't slip and slide off? Because some of them are a little gooey. I don't like them. They're like slide down my face.
They slide and they're on your lip.
I hate that.
No, that doesn't. It sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Pricey but nicey.
Yeah.
So that to me, if I'm like running around and I want to like do stuff.
Yes.
Rare Beauty sticks to the face too. And then there's ones that I always use like that kind of dissolve into the skin.
Okay.
Those are fun, like the collagen ones, like the K Beauty.
Like you get the K Beauty one, Biodonts or something like that.
Yeah, they have Biodonts and then Hausen. I don't even know how to say it, but yeah.
Yeah. Love that.
And honestly, and Dalton makes great caffeine ones, but it's just like sometimes it's like I go to TJ Maxx and I'll just like raid the $3 rack of the masks.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
So you could do it on a budget.
Yeah. Caffeine, for anyone who doesn't know, it constricts those vessels. Kind of just helps with that puffiness. It's a puffiness thing.
The only thing that really helps with the puffiness,
really
I find.
Is great. They're in cellulite creams too. You know, they
helps.
Yeah, they kind of help the circulation. I like them. I wish there were more creams, under eye creams with caffeine.
There's not a lot of great under eye creams for puffers.
No, it's all for fine lines.
It is for wrinkle or retinols. It's great for crow's feet.
Yeah, but
like for puffy eyes. There's and then the ones that are instant, they're like glue. They have the sodium silicate and they're shrink wrap. It's basically you're putting shrink wrap under your eye.
Like the viral Peter Thomas Roth. I haven't used that.
They all do the same thing. Yeah, they have sodium silicate.
Kind of a film on there.
It's a quick fix.
Yeah,
but it's a Cinderella effect. You're turning back into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Midnight, your puff's back.
So you guys know I love a good retinol. It is the gold standard for anti-aging, but sometimes just people cannot get their skin to get used to it. So what I tell my patients is try Retinol. Medik8 has a really good Retinol. Retinol tends to be a little bit more gentle for those that have a little bit sensitive skin or like nervous to start a good retinol. And it's just a really good starting base that does not irritate your skin. And they have like different phases too. So you can start with the lowest and then go up higher. So that is one that I love. So you can still be on a retinoid, but without the irritation. I often see patients in my practice asking what they can do at home to treat fine lines and wrinkles, and I always love to recommend using Medik8 Liquid Peptides Advanced MP Face Serum. This is literally the serum that delivers clinically proven wrinkle reduction thanks to GF mini protein, which is growth factor. Medik8's Liquid Peptides Advanced MP Face Serum is powered by the GF mini protein, which mimics the function of natural growth factors but penetrates deep into the skin to visibly improve the appearance of skin structure over time. Medik8 was founded by two scientist brothers 15 years ago on a mission to simplify the route to great skin. All Medik8 products undergo clinical testing and have amazing before and after results. It's dermatologist recommended. Medik8 creates everything in-house in their lab located just outside London, following strict EU guidelines. I recommend Medik8's Liquid Peptides Advanced MP Serum for any of my patients looking for visible wrinkle reduction. I also love their Retinol. You can find these products online at medik8.us. That's MEDIK and the number 8.us. Use code DERMAPPROVE for 20% off your order. So as a dermatologist and skin cancer surgeon, you guys know that SPF and sun protection is my number one. If you're doing all the things in my office but not using SPF, we need to talk. And I know it's really hard to find a sunscreen. It's so hard. Some of them are chalky. They leave a white cast. They break you out. They make you feel like super oily. And so EltaMD is one of those sunscreens that I feel like they have so many different product brands. EltaMD is just one of those SPF brands where they just work for most people. They have one for dry skin, irritated skin, people with acne, people with rosacea. They really do it all in their formulations so people don't feel like they're actually wearing sunscreen that they don't like. And that's what I love, because I'm like, people need to wear sunscreen they actually will use and they like. And EltaMD is one of those products that I always recommend. EltaMD is not only the number one dermatologist recommended and trusted professional sunscreen brand, but dermatologists use EltaMD personally more than any other sunscreen brand. And I can vouch for that. EltaMD sunscreens are formulated with ingredients to help protect and correct UV damage across skin types and skin concerns. If you struggle with dry or dehydrated skin, you need to try EltaMD UV Daily Hydration Plus SPF 50, available in untinted and tinted version. And remember, you need to wear sunscreen 365 days a year. Visit www.eltamd.com to shop and learn more. I love recommending Rock's new line smoothing 2-step peel pads as an at-home alternative to a professional peel, without the cost, the downtime, or the irritation. It's a 2-minute treatment dermatologist developed, delivering the results of a facial at home. In a clinical study, 90% had 5 visible signs of aging reduced in just 1 use: lines, wrinkles, rough texture, uneven skin tone, and dullness. Skin age was visibly reduced by 5 years. It's a true 2-step system. Step 1 is a peel with 5 gentle resurfacing acids: glycolic, lactic, mandelic, phytic, and gluconolactone. Professional surface peels can run $500 and deeper peels up to $3,000. This is an at-home version for under $30, available on Amazon. Rock has received over 180 awards and have partnered with leading dermatologists. Visit www.rockskincare.com for more information. What's the one thing dermatologists probably overemphasize that makeup can actually solve? So something that we do. So I'll tell you mine.
Okay, tell me.
I have patients coming in, young ones, and they're like, I just want more height with my lips, more height with my lips. You know, they have, maybe they got filler somewhere else or with me, and we can't do any more filler, at least not that session.
Yes.
Because at that, your lip filler can only hold, your lips can only hold so much filler.
Yeah, if you're responsible.
Exactly. And so we don't want, exactly. Like, we don't want my worst, like, I will not migrate people. And there's a certain point where I have to be like, if we do that, it's going to migrate.
It's going to split the lip.
The sides.
Or can it also like
it's going to
split the lip?
No, but it can bubble. It can bubble and it looks really bad. So what I tell my girlies or sometimes the guys, I'm like, overline. Yeah. Overline. It is just such a nice little fix where we don't have to worry about your lip filler migrating. You know, of course, we'll get you the nice plump, the nice crisp border, but just a little overlining, I think, is so easy to do without that risk, and it's cheaper. What is yours? Like, what do you think that, like, you see on the internet, all these people are getting all this like plastic surgery or cosmetic treatments where you're like, you know what, you could just do a little makeup and that'll kind of like fix that?
I think like definitely the lip.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like overfill the lip. And I feel like there's lip contour now is a really great technique. Yes. Or you can do just like, you know, you do a little sheer pop over the lip. Like Merit has those sheer sticks that they don't look like super psycho. I think people are scared that they go, well, I'll do a video of overlining the lip, like, but in person you look nuts. So I'm like, no, I don't. I wear this every day. Like it doesn't look nuts in person. It just is. And I think there's a part of the lip that still doesn't have color, but it still has like lip flesh, if you will.
Yeah.
That people are scared to line a little over. You
in
can.
The middle.
Yeah, but just here and here.
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah.
And just like over pop the lip. I agree. Exactly. And then also I think like the tear trough filler. I think if you have a little bit of a bag and you're like running to do something, I always have a bag. I lean down and I just pop a little brightener under my bag to like pull the look out.
Yeah.
So I think like the tear trough filler, I feel like takes a left turn. I've tried it years ago. It looked like a sausage under my eye. I had to get it dissolved.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I'm in like, my thing is under eye filler and like eye bags. Like I laser.
But I'm coming.
Yes, please
I'll be here soon.
I'm telling you.
You have to know,
I'll do a little
though.
laser.
You've got to know under eye bags, right? Because you ever see that when it's overfilled and then it's like
terrible. It's
I
stagnant.
had like a lump.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst. And it's the type of
I
filler
still have
that
a residual
needs to be
amount that I had to still dissolve. I just don't have time. And that's from like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it doesn't go away on its own. I see people with that all the time. So that's a tricky one, like the under eye. So I would say like, don't be so quick to do under eye filler. And if you're a good candidate, right? If a dermatologist is good, like sometimes I'll tell my patients like under eye filler is not going to fix that. You know, especially like dark circles. If they don't have hollowness, like filler is not going to really. We got to like help brighten the skin,
treat the darkness,
exactly. Or
sometimes I'll do a
little, sometimes I'll do a little like stem cell, like PRF, and inject that in. And that'll kind of help brighten a little bit. But sometimes it's a skin issue and not a filler issue.
Or it's also like just heredity, right?
Yeah.
Hereditary.
Yeah. Yeah. 1,000%.
Some people just have hereditary darker under eyes.
Especially like my
you just need a good like color corrector.
Yeah.
You really need a good color corrector.
Yeah.
That's another one too. It's like just a good color corrector.
Yeah, absolutely. At what point can makeup just not fix that issue? And you're like, maybe you should, doesn't even need to be like plastic surgery, but you're like, maybe a little bit of like laser on your under eye will help with that. Or a little
tightening.
like laser tightening.
Like what is that? Like thermage, like the tightening situation?
Thermage, yeah, exactly. Thermage is radio frequency. Ultherapy is, I'm a radio frequency girl. Like we have 3 devices in my office running all day. That's what I do on my
Zerf.
face.
Is that a radio frequency?
That's radio frequency without needles. Yeah. How'd you like that?
I don't know. I think
yeah.
it did.
You see the immediate because
but that is like melted again.
Yeah.
At first I was like, I look 12, and then I was like, okay, now I'm 900.
That's the thing.
Next week I was like, why am I 900?
Yeah.
But then allegedly it's supposed to like help over time as well.
Yeah, the heat. That's the thing.
Instantly I was like, yes.
I know. And that's why you see those before and after. It's like, yes, that's right after, because that heat. It is heat-based radio frequency, and it contracts that. Like collagen fiber, it contracts the skin immediately. So that's why I love that treatment. And I do a very similar one called
event
Forma,
almost
before red carpet. Mm-hmm. So I'll do it for my patients on the red carpet for the under eyes or the jowls.
Forma.
And it's like Forma. Yeah, it's same radio frequency. It's a wand, and they'll just come in for this. We even call it like a Forma facial.
Well, I love that.
But yeah, it's essentially what Zerf is a little bit more like a treatment. I think you're like a little more pink afterwards.
Yeah.
It's not completely painless in some areas. It's kind of expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. The verdict is still out, I think, for Zerf. It's so new here in the US that let's see.
Yeah,
I'll
let you know. I just did it like a month ago.
Yeah. Can we post it?
I'll see if anything gets better.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is it more of a skin quality or fine lines? Like, what do you think where you're like, okay, makeup.
Like, okay, if you've got like very textural skin, old scarring to your skin, from acne scarring, or that you need laser.
Mm-hmm.
The filler things, like stuff like topically, makeup is not going to really sit well.
Yeah.
So I think that's where you need more of a laser treatment for sure. And then like when your under eyes are like really bagalicious.
Yeah.
Like there's only so much I can under eye contour. If the bag is like that serious of a bag, and then you need a little bit more help, whether it's a blepharoplasty or like you said,
laser tightening. Yeah. You don't need to
go under the needle. You can laser tighten the under.
Yeah, exactly. Like if someone has like huge bags, then surgical is the treatment. But some people don't want surgery. So what we can do is just strengthen that skin, kind of like hopefully like pop that swelling.
It's weak, that right? The muscles are weak, so it's like either you fall in or you pop out.
Exactly. So if we strengthen that skin, it'll kind of like push in some of that swelling people especially see. Yeah, that's a really good point on the under eyes.
Under eye and skin texture, like makeup can't really handle that.
And that's why it's so important to be aware of all those things. Because I know your book, you do talk about the makeup facelift, which you can absolutely use makeup to give that like facelift result. You've been really viral about your placement, your V, and I feel like everything that you talked about, I've been like a victim of, which is like putting my contour. I used to actually use contour as my bronzer. So it was like not the cool brown, but it was like the warm brown.
I still like a warm. I just feel like I don't mind that because I feel like if your skin is warm, so is your contour. Your contour doesn't change shadows.
Yeah.
So it's like your contour doesn't change. Your shadow doesn't change skin tones.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes I'm like, but if your skin is warm, because I was an artist, I painted, so it's like. Your contour is also going to be warm.
That's right. You don't like the muddy brown.
I don't. If you're cool, your contour will be cool.
Yeah. What am I? Am I cool? I don't even know.
You're pretty neutral. I think you would probably even range towards olive, which can almost be mistaken with cool.
Yeah.
So I would do, things will pull orange on you.
Yeah.
For sure.
They do. When I get my makeup done, ooh,
they want to. You have to go with a little bit of a cool. You do have to use a little bit of a cooler contour. Where if I did a cooler, I look like I died.
Yeah.
Like I need the warmth.
Yeah. It really
it's like the auto cadaver.
What an art. Can you talk us through also, I love talking about this, but you probably know it way better. It's like the color correcting. So it's like opposite on a color wheel. Is that correct? Is that accurate?
It is. So color correction. So the color wheel, the opposites will either enhance each other next to each other or hide each other on and neutralize on top. So think like Christmas. Or if you have somebody with green eyes and they cry, when their eyes get red, they look very green. Because red will enhance green when it's next to it. They pop each other, but when they're blend, they neutralize.
Okay.
So they do cut, and it works. Color theory works, but I feel like sometimes it's just out of control sometimes with the color theory right now. People put all blue and colors on their face. Like if you have to put blue in your foundation to make it work, please get another foundation.
Yeah.
It's not your color.
Yeah.
If I have to mix orange doing like a Lion King theatrical production to get my foundation to work.
Sure, yeah.
There's enough foundations on the market that you can just find one that matches.
Got it. Yes. You don't need to go in with the whole thing.
No, it's necessary for dark spots. It's necessary for scarring. It's necessary for tattoo covering. And it's necessary for under eye issues.
Yes.
But not every under eye issue needs a corrector.
Yeah.
Like unless you really have a certain, like I don't need corrector under my eye. I like it to just pull out hollows.
Yeah.
Like I don't have darkness under my eye. So if you don't have a lot of darkness, you don't need it.
Skin. Yeah. Plus the hollows are probably the shadows anyway.
And you're going to put more product on for nothing.
Yeah.
But if you do have like hereditary darkness, well, I'm thinking more like blue, brown.
Yeah. Tell me what, so browns, what would you do? Like reddish? Like orange?
An orange red. We used to do back in the day like an orange lipstick called Morange from MAC. Remember that? We used to use an orange lipstick.
Yes.
You want to do more of a red orange, but like a touch.
Yes.
And then your regular conconcealer right over it.
Yeah.
I think people
I went a little crazy with that once. I have this one podcast
like a red
video.
orange,
I'm like literally orange rings. Because
like the touch. Like,
this is when I shouldn't be doing what my makeup artist tells me
your
to
corrector should like
She's
last
like, here,
you.
have this. And I'm like,
she's like, but I didn't tell you to use the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. I literally have like orange rings. So then purple, is that same like purple brown is like kind of the little bit of.
The typical under eye is going to be a range. And I always see makeup artists like cover their eye and say, I have dark under eye circle. And they're using like a gray pencil. And I'm like, no one's under eye is gray.
Yeah.
Like this is just, it's going to be, you know this.
Yeah.
Like a brown, red, green, blue.
Yeah.
Most common is going to be like brown, purple, blue.
Right. Blood vessels.
Blood vessels. Exactly. Whatever your blood vessels are, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's going to be a peach on a fair skin and a darker peach on a deeper skin. Like if you're a super purple under eye, yellow will cut it. But if you're purple blue, the yellow is now going to turn green.
Yeah.
So you're just safer with a peachier to like orange tone.
Yeah. And I noticed after my little ring eye incident, I just realized like, and I know you love balms and I'm going to talk about some of your favorites, and you like this one too, is the orange balm, the vitamin C balm. It has like this little orange tint to it.
Yeah.
Which I love. Before that, I used to use the Ola Hendrickson,
Yeah,
it's like an orange cream.
Right, perfect. The brightener.
Yeah.
Under eye. And it's fun. It's funny because, so I've sold out of the Rock Eye Balm, like virally.
I love them.
Like
They're one of the partners actually of the show.
8 times.
I love Rock.
I was kind of known for that eye balm. And I also sold out of, I think, the Ole Hendrickson one. I had done a video. And then, so the balm, I love those, but I wanted to make a clean version as well.
Yes.
Which is what I teamed with Doll 10.
Okay.
That does clean beauty.
Got it.
So I did the balm, think of like, idea of the Rock eye balm. I've always liked that because I just think you need a quick eye balm and a quick fix. It is still my drugstore go-to.
Yes.
I'm still like, if you're in the drugstore, your eye is creasing, you go get that. Go run to.
So affordable.
The one I made was a little more correcting in it.
Okay.
So it's like infused with corrector, but it's all clean, vegan, cruelty free.
Does it have caffeine?
It has caffeine. Yes. It has niacinamide.
I have got to try this.
Tranexamic acid.
Love.
Tranexamic acid. It has they did the NAD. I don't know.
Sure.
But
I mean, I love NAD. We know it works like internally. And I think that it has to do something on the skin.
It has to do something topically.
It has to do. It's nicotinamide, niacinamide. Like it has to do something on the skin.
And again, I'm not a product developer like that, but my must-haves, my non-negotiable were ceramides, squalane, caffeine,
love,
tranexamic acid, because that treats as you wear it.
It's a treatment from melasma.
So those were like my non-negotiables. Like it had to have lipids, slip, and then a little bit of a color correcting blurring in it too.
Okay.
But also clean, cruelty-free.
Love.
Yeah.
The color correcting, is it in that like pink, like orange range?
There's 2. One is just a pinky shimmery brightener, but they're so sheer.
Yeah.
Like even if you have a really deep skin tone, you can still do the first shade. It's more just like a diffuser, optical diffuser, more than a corrector. The second is more peach orange for either very dark under eye or deeper skin tones. But if I run out of the other one, I'll put the peach orange one and just slop my concealer over it.
Yeah. So like a highlight does well, like you said.
Yes. I have it on now and you can put it right over your concealer without breaking it up.
We were just talking about that. Like you look and you were like, I've been out. I'm so dehydrated.
I'm so dehydrated. I'm so bad at adulting. I am really irresponsible. I am like the fact that I have 3 kids. My husband calls me the 4th kid.
Yeah.
This is me. I'm like,
well, you look amazing.
And I have that under eye. But, I just think a balm in general makes a major difference when your skin gets dry because that area doesn't have natural moisture. It doesn't have, sebaceous glands.
Yeah.
It's not there, like the neck.
Yeah.
It's a situation.
Worst. Yeah.
The back of the hands.
Got it. So that is, run me through like if someone has their problem area is the under eye. Say they have the trio, right? They have fine lines, they have puffiness, they have crepey skin, and they have dark circles.
Okay.
Run me through
what you're gonna do.
things.
First thing, you're going to start with a caffeine eye serum because you got to handle the puffiness first.
Yeah.
Because everything looks worse when you're puffy.
Got it.
Then you're going to walk around the house, have your coffee, slap on an eye mask.
Yeah.
Maybe some cold tools.
Yeah. Ooh, love a cold tool.
The way I used to say it is like when a boxer gets punched in the face, they swell and they take cold steel to get the swelling down. It works.
It does.
Works under your eye too. It's science. So go do something cold, cryo. Sometimes I'll even just put my face into like an ice bucket.
We'll do that.
When I'm that desperate, I'm like, you know what? This is a real rough morning.
A lot of celebrities do that.
Yeah. And it works. It helps.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going on a QVC one time and I looked like I was 3,000 because I was scared in my hotel. It was like a really creepy hotel and I couldn't sleep. And in the morning, I just dumped my face in an ice bucket. I looked great.
Yeah.
But serum, eye mask.
Got it.
Do your business. Then when you come back, now you're going to prep with either your favorite eye cream. I use eye balm more like a prep right before the concealer.
Got it. Important to know. Okay.
Your eye balm's going to be fresh right before concealer or correction.
Got it.
So this way, when you put it on, it's not going to seep into the lines. So you're going to do an eye balm. Whatever eye balm you use.
Yeah.
Then you're going to do your corrector only in the areas that need correcting. Yeah. Like you said.
Like
you
a concealer, or this is the corrector?
If you have the dark, because now you got the dark too.
Yes, you're right.
If you got the dark, you're correcting. So like if you're puffy, usually your dark is under the bag.
Yeah.
But if your dark is in the inner corners, you cover that. Wherever the dark is only, then your concealer right over it.
Got it.
And I don't set with powder. I'd prefer to set with a setting spray.
I saw that. Yeah. Good to know.
And if you have to touch up. Better touch up than looking like a cadaver.
Yeah. How much of the concealer are we actually using?
Not a lot.
Okay.
So much less than you think.
Yeah.
And like you said, warm it up on your hand, take it with the brush first.
Yeah.
And then press it on. Or even put a little setting spray on your brush, pick it up, and then put it on.
What does the setting spray do?
It just locks it in.
Oh.
Because if it's a good setting spray, it has a PVP film former.
Okay.
So it will actually help to film a form.
Got it.
That prevents your makeup.
Set it in.
Lock it in.
Instead of doing it right
afterwards. You can do it with a serum spray, but if you want like almost like a one-size powder melt.
Yeah.
It has the film former.
Okay.
It is a PVP.
I think I use that. The One Size brand?
Yes.
Yeah.
But not the aerosol one.
Oh, I have that on too.
Okay, that's fine. That's your double. That could be, yes, you powder melt.
I love a good matte
look. Do you powder melt and then you?
I guess so.
That's your cocktail.
I thought it was baking, but is that what that kind of is?
Baking is if you put a whole ton of powder on and then leave it there.
Yeah, I think I did that.
Yeah, but you have.
Do I look like it?
You don't look baked.
Okay.
No.
Good.
You also have, like, she has flawless under eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Like I'm saying, if anyone look at your under eyes are flawless, so you can get away with it.
Yeah.
But like anyone that has a texture under the eye, if they bake, it's going to look like.
Yeah. I really work on my under eyes. So I do radio frequency.
Okay, I got to look into that.
So that truly tightens the skin and it helps that festoon, this little line.
I'm getting a
Yeah.
I'm festooning. Yeah. I've noticed that recently. My new thing. I was like,
that
what?
Fat pad that's descending down.
Oh my God.
Sorry,
I was like, I looked in the mirror one
I don't
morning.
think makeup's going to fix that. I mean, you can conceal it. You can
in the mirror one morning and I was like, it's a festoon.
I know, it's the worst sounding word.
I'm going to be 50.
Ever.
I'm going to be 50. I'm like, I've seen these.
Okay, but you look amazing, okay?
Denial.
Yeah, but what can really help with that, without
filler
doing
or something?
Filler is going to help
Listen, I'm going to fill a festoon.
Revolume. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that. I'm not scared.
But very little bit. Like I'm talking like a quarter syringe.
Filling if I'm festooning.
But I like to tighten the skin first because we want that skin tight. So then that filler can kind of stay. It's not going to like migrate down, but I like to kind of just like have good, healthy skin. So my protocol, like if you came to me, I would do, first of all, skincare, you're good. So we would talk about skincare first, all of that.
Sure.
And then I would say radio frequency microneedling. I personally love Morpheus. If done correctly, it's really great for the under eye area. Very superficially to help strengthen that skin because we need tight skin. And it really is nice for that festoon.
Yeah, I was horrified. I was like, what in the festoon is happening here?
Exactly. And then I'll go in with like a quarter syringe, a little pop. I go in with the cannula, one tiny entry point into the fat pad. So we're not going really superficial, so it's not going to ball up like it used to. But I'm also not going down to the bone, so it's not going to like when people take filler down to the bone and really deep, it is obstructing that lymphatic flow. You know,
and that's when it gets. That's what happened when I did the under eye filler. Yeah. And then when I was puffy, my under eye, it was like holding all this moisture. I looked like a monster. Yeah. It was a disaster.
That's what happens. That's literally what happens. So you have to go in like the middle. You have to go where the fat pad is. So a little pop of filler there, and then
you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah, you gotta know
what you're doing.
Yeah,
because you can do a lot of things wrong. You gotta know what you're doing there.
Yeah. And then I'll go in with a little like that PRF, that stem cell, and just help rejuvenate. Kind of heals the under eye
I'm coming.
area.
So I'm getting. I saw her.
Easy.
I saw her. I saw the festoon make its face just like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
I'm like, no. No.
I know. And that's like literally you cannot do anything. It's like literally a line.
I'm going to make my appointment right before I go.
The fat pad.
I'm kidding.
You got it. You come in literally anytime. I'm happy to see ya. One of your chapters in your book, and I love that you say this because I talk about it to my patients all the time, the resting bee face.
Yes.
So I'm going to say what my tip is, and then I want you to say what your tip is. So my tip for resting bee face, and that is basically like people who are not sad or mad or a bee, but they just look really like this, like really turned down. The corners of the mouth are turned down. So there's a muscle there called the DAOs, and I usually do I did mine as well. I'm pretty tucked up right now, which I tend to go really natural, but for me,
look natural.
Yeah, I get very natural.
You look natural.
Thank you, but I'm like, just had this baby, so I'm like, let me just.
Now you finally can because you couldn't.
Yes,
you
exactly.
Couldn't.
And then after breastfeeding, it's like a
so now you finally
yeah,
you finally can.
So I do about a couple units, usually 2 and 2, where that DAO muscle is that pulls down and then it releases it and pulls it up. So that is the resting bee face Botox treatment. And it's just a couple units, and you just got to make sure. This is where people, when they go to a med spa or somewhere really bad, there is another muscle next to it called the DLI muscle. Some people will accidentally hit that muscle because they overlap, and then you're gonna have a cricket smile.
I had that.
Yeah,
I had that so bad.
Stop.
And I thought I was like having like a stroke or something.
Yeah.
I was on my way to do like a podcast, and this is a few years ago. And all of a sudden I'm in the bathroom. I go to smile like,
yeah. The worst.
And then it happened again.
Stop.
So bad. I was doing a campaign, and they're like, smile, and I'm like,
stop it. I'm dead.
So bad.
And it lasts. How long? Like at least a month and a half.
Yeah. It was like a month.
Yeah.
And another really scary thing that happened when I got like injected here, I feel like I had trouble swallowing.
Yes. See,
I'm not messing with that right now.
I'm telling you.
I almost choked to death on my wine. No, I'd rather have a line.
Is such an important thing that you brought up. So I love the Nefertiti. Like I have a lot of talks in my neck, but I'm saying like 20, 25 units.
I think I was over-talked.
Some people are doing like 60 units in the neck.
A ton. It was too much.
And that's your neck muscle. So I love the Nefertiti lift. That's what, Erica's talking about is that muscle, platysmal muscle, especially us, we're on our phone.
Here,
exactly. This little guy. So our platysmal muscle goes all the way up to kind of here. So then when you do some talks here, it'll help sharpen the jawline, help with the jowls, give a little bit of like fullness in the upper face actually. But it is your neck muscle. So if you do too much, if you go too deep, it will, you can't lift your head, especially in Pilates or yoga. Like you'll notice that. And then you can have problems like swallowing.
Yeah, I feel like I did. I was like,
no, it was not in your head. Like that has happened actually to a derm that I know that she did her tox and then she kind of retouched herself before the 2-week mark when it was fully kicked in. Oh. And she was like, I was choking on my food.
She overdid it. Yeah. I was like, I was trying to swallow one to take a pill, and I was like, why is like unless I took a sip of water, it's like did I forget how to swallow?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was scary. That was scary.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that's just temporary. But yeah, Botox is no joke.
Yeah, you got to go to the right person. You got to do your research.
Man,
you can't play around.
Yeah, like a lot of people love and I do it for my patients too, like the Barbie talks, like into the traps here to elongate the neck, to help with this muscle.
I got a short neck.
Oh yeah, love that. Okay. I love it. But if you go to someone that doesn't know what they're doing, you can puncture the lung because the lung literally comes up into the trap, especially if someone's like super thin and they have just based on their anatomy. I know this stuff like.
Yeah, you got to know. You got to do your research.
You know what you're doing. Yeah.
That's crazy.
For sure.
Oh, and the makeup for the resting bee face.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
So that would be like, I do a little bit of a corrector in here to get rid of the shadows.
Yes.
So if you're getting a little bit of the marionette situation, you can like fake the funk by just doing a little bit of a brightener to pull the shadows out, just like under the eye. Same thing I do a little, even on myself when I do my makeup, I go here, 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 and I brighten this area just to pull it back forward.
Highlight is goes forward,
dark,
contour in.
Goes back. So anything you want to like bring dimension back, I lighten it up. And then my biggest tip that I went viral for also years ago was not lining the lip to the corners.
Yes.
Because how many times I would see women in the store and it's like they're,
oh my gosh.
So like get that lip liner out of there, focus here, not here. Put the focus here. And it's always like with makeup, you can manipulate someone's eye where you want it to go.
Yes.
Just like your eyeliner's going this way, so is your whole eye. Right?
Yes.
So it's like, it's like shadow manipulation.
Well, tell me what you did today, because you look so radiant.
I love a glow show, and it didn't come out of the bottle of champagne that I drank. I'm like, ruh-roh. So I woke up like, oops.
Yeah.
So I started, I exfoliated.
Okay. Well, tell me what.
I did the Wise Beauty Pads this morning.
Yeah.
I exfoliate with those.
Love.
Because she makes really good travel ones.
Okay.
Little travel packet.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So when I do my skincare, sometimes it's not always what I use all the time, but it's great travel stuff.
Same. Yeah.
So my travel stuff is different than my regular stuff. But what I have on today is I have on that, and then I have my glow serum.
Got it.
The Let's Glow with Doll 10. I did the Let's Glow serum. And then I did the Wise Beauty Glowy SPF.
Okay. Is it the pink, like the...
It's just, it's an SPF 30 with like a shimmer, like a little shimmer.
Yeah.
Then I did the It Cosmetics, the CC Nude Glow.
Okay.
With SPF, but
with
also...
the blue label.
The CC Nude Glow. When I travel, I like that because it has SPF.
Yeah.
It's a one white top, and it's more beige.
Okay.
So I did that. Then I did a Sarah Creel corrector for the hollows.
Got it.
Pulled out the hollows. And I think I set, because it's great for travel too, with the Givenchy powder.
Okay. That people love that one.
And Rare Beauty blush, because she makes the little tiny ones. I love those. And they stay all day.
That's small.
She makes, whenever they have little travel sets, they're so tiny. And I just get them every time, and I just keep them in my bags.
They're the liquid?
Yeah, they make it tiny. I did a little dot, like this big.
No.
I throw it in my makeup bag. I did a dot of the blush and a dot of the highlighter.
Yeah.
Slop it together.
I love her illuminator.
Yes. Yeah. The highlighters, the liquid highlighters, and I mix it right with the blush. I do a dot and slop it together. That's why it's like glowy right here.
It's pretty. It's really pretty.
And it's not necessarily my everyday stuff, but that's my travel look.
Yeah. No, it looks really good for that. Ooh, okay. So this is something that I think my viewers will really like, is your like SOS. If you have a client with these certain derm problems, like what do you do to cover it up with makeup? So number one, a big, giant, juicy pimple. What do you do?
I mean, does it have a whitehead? Because you got to get that.
No whitehead. Just big, red, 3D.
You got to go in with matte, and you can't make it too light. Because if you make it too light, you're highlighting
that's what
your
I
pimple.
did on my pimple today.
Yeah, you're putting a spotlight.
Let's just
I don't see it, though. I don't see.
Yeah?
No, you did fine.
I think I went in there with my like bronzer on top.
Well, yeah, you bronzed on top.
Yeah.
You made it dark again.
Yeah,
you got to deepen it up again. It can't look, because if you're highlighting it,
you're right. You're popping it out.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Got to be matte and a little bit, like, take your bronzer over it.
Okay, got it. So no crazy things that you need to do on top.
Try to ice it.
Yeah.
Try to ice it.
Films. You know, there's like Rihanna has this like film. I'd have never used it, but it's like a little film.
You just need a real good thick matte concealer, almost like that NARS in the pot.
Yeah. Okay.
You just need like an OG. Shape tape? Yeah, Shape Tape will do with the original.
Okay.
I would never do that under my eyes.
I know. I've been doing that until I heard you in your podcast. I remember. I think it was with Kirby Los Angeles. You were like, "I hate Shape Tape." Or no, you didn't say that. You were like, at certain point in your life, it is just too much. But I also love the Kosas.
But it's good for covering. But I always say any of those. I love the Kosas under eye. They did good with that. Their correctors are great too.
Oh,
they did really good with that. I feel like I alternate between that and Sarah Creel and correctors. They're both really good.
I need to try the Sarah Creel stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the pimple. What about someone having like flaky eczema?
Well, you can't exfoliate. So, I mean, can you I would say, I'll ask you if you can even do this, but typically I would say just to kind of get like a muslin kind of cloth or and try to get rid of any of the real bad flakes, right? And then you're going to need to use something like the It Cosmetics CC cream. Okay. Because it has squalane.
Hydrate. You got to hydrate that
Balm, Doll 10, like their TCE.
Got it.
It has like full of skincare, but you got to look for something that's going to have squalane and like a really emollient.
So no matte.
No, because as soon as you put matte on anything flaky, it's like
Dunzos.
Done.
And then would you color correct if someone had like rosacea?
I'd probably do green? a really hydrating rich cream too first, and
for sure.
I'd press it on, and so I wouldn't irritate anything. Just kind of
keep it at bay.
Yeah, keep it at bay. You don't want to flare up any of the dryness.
Yeah, I have really sensitive skin and I'm acne prone, so I'm all the derm tips. I'm writing notes.
And some of those Dr. Jart has that great rosacea, the kind of green things that help with the redness.
Okay, cool. I love that.
I'm like this. I'm like, you got this.
You got to put it down. What's the biggest waste of money in makeup right now? And then number two, what's the most affordable product or technique that consistently outperforms luxury? So what's a big waste of money? And then what is one affordable thing? What is the affordable thing that outperforms anything luxury?
Affordable thing that outperforms anything luxury? I would say the Anua PDRN cream. for like $20.
Yeah, I love PDRN.
It is a great under makeup prep. And they do, like, I have professional makeup artist friends that have switched to that.
Yeah.
In their kit especially. It's like $22. Sometimes they have sales. So that PDRN cream definitely outperforms a lot of expensive creams.
Yeah. What's one eyeliner trick every woman over 40 should know?
To line the root of your lash, because your lashes are thinner and you're losing definition to your eyes in general. We look more tired. And if your eye is hooded, too much liner on top will transfer. So go in there and line the root of your lash.
Is black liner still okay for mature women?
It is if your complexion suits it. If you're like a fair blonde with blonde lashes and the only thing you choose to wear is black liner, you're going to look psycho.
Yeah.
So like if you have dark eyes, you have dark eyes. I have dark eyes. Black liner's fine.
You can do that.
I feel like it's case by case, but it does take a left turn. And I feel in general swap for like a rich brown.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite mascara placement trick for opening up the eyes?
You got to, back in the day, we would do the eyes out. But if you have to open the eye, you got to go up.
Got to go up.
Because especially a hooded eye, you have to open this way, not this way.
Yeah.
So going under the root of the lash, wiggling from the base, a very small brush, like a L'Oreal telescopic, like a little situation, and get under there, wiggle from lash, like think of it like an underwire bra. If you don't get under, they don't lift.
Yeah.
And straight up will open the eye.
Instead of, got it.
People were focusing on this way to make them look longer, but we need this.
Yeah.
Your liner can do this.
Yeah.
Your lashes should do this. Then they're working like a team.
Amazing. Well, we did a lot. I know you have to catch a flight. Got to get back to the East Coast.
And you got to busy stuff going on, practice all the things.
Yes.
Babies, life
Come
is
in,
lifing.
see me whenever. Call me whenever you're back in LA. Yeah, I'll fix your Festoon.
Horrified.
You're so funny. Well, I think the people definitely, I mean, those were a lot of the questions that I had. Those were a lot of things that I feel like people are going to really, really
and you
find
can answer,
useful.
you can look in my book too.
Yes. So
find all my, I gave you one.
I know, thank you.
It's such a helpful guide.
RBF face, hooded eyes, just like
over the river through the hood,
all the things.
When the apple fell from the tree, where the blush goes, all the things.
And you have to send me your balm.
I did. It's here.
Okay.
It's here.
Amazing.
You have the balm. It's here.
Perfect. I'm going to start using it because I need the caffeine and I need the balm under these wrinkly eyes.
Well, no wrinkles here.
Well, thanks again. Okay.
Thank you.